Welcome to On The Bit. I'm Dave from Dream Thoroughbreds, and with me is Lenny from Bluegrass Bloodstock. How are you, Lenny?
Good, Dave.
That's good, mate. Super Saturday, mate, at Flemington on Saturday. And,
Can't wait.
Super excited, mate, about what is ahead. And 3 Group 1s over the weekend, so we'll get stuck right into it. The first Group 1 is the $1.5 million Australian Cup at weight for age over 2,000 metres, mate. And who do you like in the Australian Cup?
Dave, I did my form with the speed map around Mourinho going forward, but I'm lucky to hear that he may have broken down. So bad luck to, possibly. So bad luck to the Gallegos boys. He's been a great horse for them. So I still think Suavito and Fenway will push forward.
Yeah.
Should suit the run-on horses in Preferment, Bow Creek and Our Ivanhoe. Our Ivanhoe was a cracking run first up, but didn't have much luck. Saturday be his day, it might be, or he might be the BMW. I'm actually going for a horse that's performed at Flemington before in Preferment. Won the Turnbull. He's yet to be proven at weight for age, but I'm thinking he can take the step up at here. He's won 2 from 3 at the track. And I think at the $6 each way value, I think he's on the bit for mine, so Preferment.
I'm very confident here on Our Ivanhoe. I thought he was terribly unlucky first up in the Peter Young. Ben Mellon pretty much missed the boat when he went for a run on the outside of the horses, and then the gap opened up on the inside, and Bow Creek got up on the inside of him and sprinted through. Yeah, from Barry 1, I think he'll get a nice run. He actually sat pretty forward in that race in the Peter Young. I think he'll sit forward in this race, just behind the leaders again. Up on the inside, I thought Mourinho obviously was going to lead, but he's out. So I still think whether he sort of rolls up on the fence in the straight, or it's only a small field of 10 now.
Yep.
So I think there'll be plenty of room in the straight. And I think once he gets out into the open at Flemington, I think he'll burst through and he'll show him what a good horse he actually is. Been very unlucky in his runs in Melbourne to date so far, and there's been a bit of rain around tonight, which won't make it a wet track on Saturday, but it just means that they don't have to put artificial water on it over the next couple of days. So I think it was actually $6 before I logged on, before I got here, and I think at $6 he's on the bid. I think he's an each way special. I thought his big danger was Preferment as well, though. I thought Preferment's 1 for 1 at Flemington. He's great at the 2000, he's got strong second up form, and he's got huge Bowman on board. So as you said, $6, I thought he was the danger to Ivanhoe. I just thought it was a very juicy Quinella as well on the bit, those two. The second Group 1, mate, is the $1.25 million Newmarket handicap over 1200 down the Flemington Straight, which has proved to be a bit of a problem for punters over the last month.
It has.
What are you on the Newmarket?
Actually looked pretty even last week.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, round race pretty even.
Which was a lot better. Great sprint, always is. You've got the best sprinter in the world in Chautauqua engaged. Weighted up to his best, I think, under handicap conditions. As much as I'd like to have him on top, I'm going to tip Japanese Me as mine on the bit to win with his 52.5. Gets in really well at the handicap conditions here. It was only a 0.2 of a length off Chautauqua when he was carrying 58.5 Chautauqua, and Japanese Me was 55.5. There's a 2 kilo turnaround here, which favours Japanese Me. Japanese Me obviously won the Coolmore last year, so he's a winner down the straight at the 1200, and I think at the 340 on offer, I think he's on the bit for mine.
Yeah, it's going to be a very exciting race. Chautauqua, I think, is facing the hardest task he's ever had in a race. Last year he carried 55.5 kilos in the Newmarket, and he was beaten by Brazen Bow, who won the Coolmore in the spring before, and then had run in the Lightning as well, first up. He meets another 3-year-old winner of the Coolmore here in Japanese Me, who also ran in the Lightning. He's got 52 kilos, and then Chautauqua goes up to 58 this year. So I think he's really up against it on the weights. As you said, Japanese Me meets him another 2 kilos advantage. I think the main reason that this race will be different is that Japanese Me made all the pace in the Lightning on that outside rail. On Saturday, I expect him to get a bit of a cart into the race behind some of the speedy opponents who were in on Saturday. and that'll actually give him a bit more of a sprint home in that last 200. So I think he is definitely the horse to beat. You say 340. I thought it was a little bit better. He might shop a little bit better on the day, but I just think he was good value and he's on the bit for mine. The final Group 1 is in Rose Hill, mate. The $600,000 Coolmore Classic over 1500 for fillies and mares, and this is raced under what they call quality conditions or handicap conditions. So yeah, well, what do you like in the Coolmore, mate? Probably the best Group 1, one of the best Group 1 for fillies and mares, and I knew you were going to say Ascadelia.
Yes, Kiramar Bang, yep. Group 1. I put the writing on the wall last spring with her third in the mire. And is really suited. He's only got 53 under the key compressed weights. International Hoop beat Preble on board, $6 on offer. One at Caulfield, come down the outside, went bang, and I think with the speed from Solicit and Co, Ascadelia will be getting home over the top, so on the bit for mine.
Yeah, Solicitor's not well off on the weights here, but I just think she's a big mare. I think she'll cope well with the weight. I just thought Jasoni would actually lead this race, and Solicitor would actually get a bit of a cart in behind it early on. I don't think Solicitor will lead from the start, and I just think with a bit of a cart into the race off the back of Jasoni, I think she'll just pounce in the straight, and when the pressure goes on, they'll be coming home hard at her because Ascadelia and there's Politeness and a few others will be sitting off her, and they'll be putting in some strong finishing bursts. But I just think Solicit, for mine, is in her career best form. She's got beat by Winks in one of her first up runs, and the other one, our boy Malachi, in the first up. I just think this is her chance to win a Group 1 here. So she was 550 fixed. I thought she was on the bit for mine, Solicit. Stable news, Lenny. What's been happening this week? You had a winner today, mate.
Yeah, had very happy. Got my little $15,000 purchase from the Magic Millions June sale that we had a bit of luck out of. Bedrock Dreams won today, so that was
juicy price.
Juicy price. Yeah, no, it was great to see. A bit of work had to get done to get her barrier manners right, so that was great. And obviously Malaguera won a listed race at Flemington last week, and Gargosian, horse that bought as a yearling from Gold Coast, won his third start. So yeah, it's been a good week.
Yeah, been a very good week, mate. We had a good week last week too, and Charles in Charge won another race at Morphettville. That's his 7th win from 25 starts.
He's a winner.
Yeah, he just wins every prep. He's actually, I think I was looking back at his record. He's won every year for us. He's just about won every prep that we had him in. So yeah, he just also keeps performing. His rating's gone up to 83, so it gets even harder from here. But you know, 7 wins, 8 placings from 25 starts. You can't really ask much more.
Can't. And that's fantastic.
Yeah, over $260,000 in prize money. So he's paid his own way. So Charles in Charge wins, and this week we've got Time to Gill going at Sandown on Wednesday. You know, benchmark 64 over 1200 for 3-year-old fillies. Nominations aren't until tomorrow, so we won't know the field, but it should be running during the week. Best on breeding, Lenny. Who's your best on breeding for the week, mate?
A horse that actually won in Perth. Good project. Purchased for $300,000 at the Melbourne Premier's yearling sales. By the side of a moment in Not a Single Doubt. Who's obviously flying at present. The Dan Yuka is by Final Card, who is a very good colonial bred Dan. She's done a good job at stud, producing very good Singapore horses in World Airlines and Old Car Rate.
Value bets. I'll give you 2 this week. One at Flemington, race 5, number 3, Badawaya. She's got form around Dope Down Mama, who's one of the equal favourites for the race. But their form lines up pretty evenly, these two. She's won first up before. She should get good cover from, I think it's barrier 2 she's got from the first half of the race. And with Don't Doubt Mama, who's drawn the outside barrier, I think the odds actually should be reversed. And Badawaya should be the favourite in this race. She opened up about $6 fixed each way. I thought she was fantastic value. And I thought she was an each way on the bit special. And in Rosehill, in the same race as your good project, race 8, number 6, Rock Sturdy. I thought he was first. He was excellent first up in a Group 3 race. He's got excellent form at Rosehill. He's won 2 from 2 over the 1500. I think he's 2 from 3 at Rosehill in a second. Goes well second up. I think he's ready to show some real improvement, this horse. He's Group 1 placed already. He ran a placing in the Emirates last year. He's drawn to get a gun run. $7 fixed, opened up. Lots of value on the bit as well. On the bit specials, Lenny. I knew what your on the bit special was this week as well, mate.
Yeah, all over it.
Yeah, all over Kieran Maher.
Yep. Go on, Kieran. Get the double. Brockhoff, Dave. Had that mishap at Caulfield
before the race.
Before the race, passed fit to run. Did have a bit of bark off his knee. Obviously, they passed him fit to run, but the horse still had to endure that. He also endured a pretty tough run where he was deep and pulling and didn't really settle well, and only just went down to, looks like a pretty smart horse in Friedman Sanananda Lane, who's going to Sydney. I don't think this is a very strong race, to be honest.
I don't think so either.
And he ran 5th in the Group 2 Danehill behind Kinglike in the spring, when he probably wasn't going anywhere near as well as he is now.
Yeah.
I think this horse just wins, and 420 on offer, I'll be jumping all over it.
Yeah, I nearly labelled in my on the bid special as well. It's just 1200 back to 1100. That was my only concern, but it's not a strong race.
No, he probably just gets that because he over raced last start. Maybe coming back to 11, he might just be allowed to settle a bit better for better speed. Maybe.
Hopefully.
I'm
on the bid with Rosehill race 1, number 1, Hartnell. This is a Group 1 horse that's in a Group 3 race. He ran, I think, a 5th or 6th in the Cox Plate last year, 5th or 6th in the Turnbull Group 1. He opened up a race against Winks first up, and that Winks form, Preferment ran against Winks first up. There was a couple others. Solicit's got the Winks form. Hartnell's got the Winks form. He's only given him 3 kilos, so he's 58.
He's also running close races to contributor as well.
That's right. Last year he was great in the autumn.
Yep.
He's 2 from 2 at Rosehill. He's got good second up form. The 2000 is second up is ideal for him. I think he just wins. He's $2, but I just think he's on the bit. Off the bit, Lenny. Who are you off the bit with, mate?
We were back last week. We got it right, Dave. So let's get it 2 weeks in a row. Noble Protector, Dave. Very good mare, massive boom.
Yep.
Never came up last prep. She had two runs, was ordinary. Her trials, hard to get enthused. I know the camp don't really trial them well, but nothing to give you anything to sort of get excited about. And she's got a big weight to carry first up, obviously being penalised for the good form that she has had. And there's $3.30 on offer about her, and you just don't know whether she's back. Obviously, market will dictate whether she's back or not, but I'd be very wary. So she's off the bit for my Noble Protector.
Well, I'm sticking my neck right out here off the bit. I'm going to lay Chautauqua in the Newmarket. I just thought with the 58 kilos, he's really up against it with the 3-year-olds down in the weights. I just think I can't see how he can give him the start that he gave him in the Lightning and picked them up with the weight advantage. He's definitely been the best sprinter in the land over the past 2 years, but even because of last year, he's up 2.5 from last year. I don't think he's any better than he was last year. I think he was going just as good. So I just think that might be a bit too nippy for him. So if he wins it, you have to consider him to be a superstar. But I'd prefer to bet around him on Saturday. So he's off the bit for mine. So we'll either get egg in our face or we're flying. So all the best for Super Saturday at Flemington, and next week we'll have our Golden Slipper special. Good luck.
Cheers.